Hi, Aquarius. Sorry, I was making sure that the microphone. Hey, Aquarius. Sorry, I was making sure the microphone was working, and I think it is now. Awesome. This is your January eclipse review video. Welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. Let's get into it. On the 5th of January, we had a new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn. Capricorn is where Saturn and Pluto have been transiting for a little bit now. Made it to 15 degrees. Well, yeah, Pluto's past that. Saturn's just around it, or at least at the time of the eclipse. Regardless, the Sun, the Moon, Saturn, and Pluto were all in the 12th house. Lots of focus in that 12th house for you, Aquarius. New moon seed given in that 12th house as well. I say wherever Saturn and Pluto are transiting, that is most certainly an area that is under destruction for the sake of reconstruction. So whatever is shaken away is for your best good, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. The fact that Saturn and Pluto are in the 12th house, I bet you're having some really, really insane dreams. Could be that you're having a hard time with sleeping as well. Lots of changes going on for you. There was a total Blood Moon Lunar Eclipse in your sign at the end of July last year. So how are things going for you, baby? I hope you're well. Let me cut this deck for y'all, and let's talk a little bit more about what's going on. So the eclipse occurred, new moon solar eclipse. This is like a jacked up new moon in your 12th house. There was some flowing energy brought to you by the second house. So it was the new moon solar eclipse occurred in Capricorn, 12th house, and it was sextiled by your second house. So there was a flow, there was an energy, there was some ease brought to the place. You are getting help from people in the second house. These are possibly people from the Pisces area of the zodiac, because that's where Neptune and Chiron were at the time. A sextile is a gentler aspect. It is known as an easier aspect. The energies are about 60 degrees apart. So 12th house, second house. 12th house is secrets, karma, hidden things. It's nebulousness, the dream space, escapism. It is illusion, delusion, addiction, self-undoing. Sextile by the second house. This is our money, values, possessions, earning ability, self-esteem, and love relationships. So, yeah, the Sabian symbol that comes up for this is at 15 degrees as well, Capricorn. It reads, school grounds filled with boys and girls in gymnasium suits. And we can take a few things from this. We've got the school grounds. That's very Saturnian, giving us the border, boundary, restriction area of this is the school, this is not the school area. That's very Saturn, very Capricorn. We have the leader, the principal or the taskmaster, the headmaster of the school, very Saturn, very Capricorn. And then we have the fact that it's an institution. That's very Pisces, very 12th house. And just think of a school as like a school of fish even, very Pisces. The dress code indicates that there's a time, a space, and a place, and a dress code that is all enforced for this learning for you to take place. So you need to show up and be present in that 12th house for the awareness that is coming for you. I am pulling for you from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. Coyote Spirit. It says trust in divine detours. And I love the feathers. Look at the feather headdress on that coyote. I actually have seen a couple of coyotes here recently in my area. It's really interesting that that fell. So let's talk about it. Underlying theme, overarching energy of this spread for the first half of this reading is the Knight of Cups. The Knights are known for motion or movement. Cups are water sign energy. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But this person probably has strong air influence in their world, that or they are a messenger for you personally. Could be bringing a message of some some romance. It could be some charming news. It could be something that is synchronistic as well. Could be a little psychic. I just dropped the card. Could be like a psychic message coming to you through a water sign. Top card in the top 3 for clarity, the Page of Cups. Pages are known for being messengers, and this guy is very synchronistic and creative. In the Scorpio reading, I was talking about how I gave a friend of mine who is an Aquarius rising with an Aquarius moon on the ascendant a reading at the end of July of last year, and I told her at the time that she stood the chance of becoming pregnant. And when she did become pregnant, I told her I felt like it was a little girl, and recently we found out it was a little girl. This is very reflective of the energy between me and her. Amber, if you're watching, I love you. Cups, that's water, that's emotion, that's psychic sensibility and intuition. You've had some motion and some movement coming towards you, and you've had somebody giving some reflection as well. Some possibly synchronistic or creative messaging as well coming your way. You have the Emperor showing up as the middle card of the focus of this reading. This is the 4th card of the major arcana, speaking to the 4th house of home and family, roots, stability, and foundation. This is a card that is associated with Aries, with males, and with ambition. What's interesting is the 0 degree Leo total blood moon lunar eclipse. Sabian symbol deals with ambition, and we'll get to that in just a second. But if you know an Aries could be very strongly associated with an Aries, it just gets sillier and sillier. Spirit, you can't make this up. I'm an Aries sun. But it doesn't necessarily speak to me. It just speaks to authority figures, masculine principle, ambition, ambitious males. Could be an Aries, may not be. Could also be speaking to that 0 degree Leo total blood moon lunar eclipse, because Aries was squaring the house of Leo for that. We'll get to it in a second. The 3rd card in the top 3 for clarity is the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 is a number that is associated with a theme of growth. Could also look to the 6th house on the astrological wheel, possibly looking at a Virgo or somebody who is in your daily routine, your daily life, looking at your daily routine, your daily life, seeing what you can do to be at your most optimal level. The 6th house is the house of work and health, competency and skills you bring to the services that you provide. The 6 of Pentacles card deals with generosity and giving, being charitable, or a quid pro quo sort of card as well. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And that 6 of Pentacles character is also wearing a red hat, indicating and reinforcing the Aries energy. I've done about 10 of these videos today. I've been up since about 3 o'clock this morning. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. So words are starting to kind of flow together. I'm stumbling over my words more. Mercury is pre-retrograde shadow period in Pisces. Mercury going direct in Pisces is like a Mercury retrograde. So pre-retrograde and retrograde is going to be like Mercury retrograde squared. Prepare. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. 16th card, 1 + 6 is 7, speaking to that 7th house. And that is where we have the total blood moon lunar eclipse at 0 degrees of Leo. 7th house is the house of your partnerships, your open collaboration, your relationships, and dealing with open enemies, frenemies, open litigation as well. Coyote Spirit, the Oracle message. Do you find that you are being led on a strange detour in your life right now? Does it seem that what appears to be the next right direction and the right choice, best situation, or fabulous relationship unexpectedly turns into the opposite, or just disappears into thin air as if you've been tricked? Coyote Spirit's trickster energy is designed to bring you into situations to teach you lessons you have forgotten to learn. Perhaps you need a taste of failure before you experience success. A need to feel disappointment before you can truly appreciate the joy, love, and prosperity that is coming up for you. Perhaps you are revisiting a pattern you forgot wasn't in alignment with the life that you are intending to co-create. Being reminded that gratitude and not complacency will keep you awake and aware of all that is available to you in this moment. Coyote Spirit reminds you to laugh about the unexpected twists, to develop humility and grace and gratitude while releasing your attachments to the form of your desires. Even when you suddenly find yourself on a detour, wondering if and when you will get back on track to manifesting what you desire, remember that Spirit has a plan and wants the best for you. Trust in divine order now. Coyote Spirit is a divine helper, and no matter what seems to go astray, things are exactly as they are supposed to be. The protective message is, sometimes a goal is so enticing and alluring that you lose your footing in the pursuit. You begin to fixate on capturing this prize, whether it be an opportunity that you've always wanted, a relationship with that elusive someone, or the promise of that big break. Coyote Spirit warns you that this trickster energy is seducing you now, and it will yield nothing but disappointment and unnecessary heartache if you let yourself be fooled. The Great Spirit wants the best for you, so know that when your plans go topsy-turvy, the Coyote Spirit is present and will protect and bless you. Listen to her gentle warning not to take the world too seriously or to become too attached to the form and timing of your desire, because something better is beckoning you. If you learn your lessons and lighten your heart, it will not be long before you see that the crooked, tough path may have. It will not be long before you see that crooked though the path may have been, you are on the right one all along. I promise I can read. Mercury's just tripping me up, y'all. What is happening is supposed to happen is what divine order is saying with the cards that have fallen. Let's talk about that total blood moon lunar eclipse at 0 degrees of Leo. This is a total reset of the heart, a total eclipse of the heart, a new way of you seeing things through the 7th house of partnerships, relationships, open collaboration, open enemies, and open litigation. There was a square from this house to the 3rd house. This is a square coming from communication, short distance trips, siblings, cousins, neighbors, and the neighborhood. This is also the house of Aries, where Uranus and Mars were transiting at the time. So it could be shocks and surprises coming from this 3rd house. It could be aggressive situations. It could be dealing with Aries. It could be dealing with Scorpio. Mars rules Aries and co-rules Scorpio. The 0 degree Leo Sabian symbol is blood rushes to a man's head as his vital energies are mobilized under the spur of ambition. You can tie the theme of Mars to the blood, to ambition, to the drive, to mobilizing, and even rushing. The rushing also requires the electrical impulses of the bodily system for that blood to move. It's going to the head, and that's Aries. Let me cut this Lenormand deck for you. The Lenormand deck is a deck that I'm really starting to like using. It can be quite salty. Please don't shoot the messenger. But it gives some more information on things and gives you other ideas on where to look. I've pulled 2 extra cards off the top to give some more information about the lady card, because that card falls as a important female, but this is a general reading, so I want more information. So here's the lady, showing up as the Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords. The lady is an important woman, a female seeker, the querent. Ace of Swords is potential in power, victory, and clarity. You may have to hold that Ace of Swords to cut through the bullshit to get to the other side of things. And I say that because the card that's stacked on top of it was the Clouds. The Clouds is a card that deals with It's the 6th card. It deals with confusion. It deals with uncertainty. And it is associated with the King of Wands, the King of Clubs, the King of Wands. That is an authority figure that is vibrant and is a visionary. They could also be an entrepreneur. This could be like Aries female or fire sign female coming forth that is an authority in their field of expertise, bringing forth some sort of clarity for you, helping you cut through the clouds. The birds on top of the clouds. The birds is the 12th card of the Lenormand deck, and this deals with social media, older people, gossip, and I see literally like Twitter. You can delineate as well the 7 of diamonds. That would be the 7 of coins or pentacles. The number 7 is associated with the theme of faith. Pentacles are earth sign energy. That is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. 7 of pentacles is profit, vision, and investment. It could be that listening to this fire sign female helping you cut through the confusion on social media is giving you the opportunity to put some investment in, or some vision, some foresight into something. So there could be some profit that comes from it. First card in the top 3 for clarity comes as the bouquet. The bouquet is the 9th card of the Lenormand deck. It deals with appreciation and surprises, gifts of gratitude as well. Could be like a bouquet of flowers, or it could be like an achievement or recognition. We can look to the Queen of Spades, Queen of Swords, for more information. This is an influential individual. This is an influencer, possibly on social media, who is a quick thinker and who is perceptive and isn't afraid to use her reason to cut through the matter again. Second card is the Coffin. We have the Coffin card showing up. It is the 8th card of the Lenormand deck, which is tying into the House of Scorpio, life, death, and rebirth, transformation, major metamorphosis. This is where the caterpillar goes to be a butterfly. This is where the phoenix rises from the ashes. This is intimate issues, sexuality, the things you don't talk about at the dinner table, the blood and guts of it all, other people's money. The Coffin deals with the theme of endings, and total blood moon lunar eclipses are endings. It deals with possible illness, like being put on bed rest because of illness. And for some, it could be like death. It doesn't necessarily have to manifest as a physical death. It can be like the death of a situation, the death of a circumstance, the death of a season, the death of a relationship or a partnership. We've got the 9 of diamonds, 9 of pentacles as well to look at. The 9 of pentacles, 9 speaks to fruition. Pentacles speaks to earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That 9 of pentacles is about gratitude and luxury and being able to afford the pleasure in life that you want. It is almost the generational wealth card. Not quite, but almost. This is stacking your money up and putting away savings. It may be that you need to save or want to save because your significant other, your partner, possibly you know you're going to be put on bed rest. Like for the Aquarius that I gave my reading to personally back in July of 2018, she's pregnant. She will be going on bed rest for a while after she has the baby. Possibly before. I hope not. Leading in from the Coffin, we have the Moon card. The Moon, 32nd card of the Lenormand deck. 3 + 2 is 5. 5 speaks to the 5th house on the astrological wheel. It could also be speaking to the solar eclipse you had on the 5th of the month. The Moon deals with cycles, with reputation, and with intuition. The Moon rules Cancer, so it could be dealing with someone that has some strong Cancer energy. We have the 8 of Hearts, which would be the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is a card that deals with 8, again, a Scorpio number, but the 8 of Cups is escapism and disappointment. Walking away from something that meant a lot, that meant something to you emotionally, that you put a lot of emotional investment in. And it could be because this person has given you the guidance to walk away from that situation. Let me shuffle the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck for y'all really quick, Aquarius. You're going to have a friend or somebody through social media that helps you cut through the stuff. And if it isn't the friend that's helping you cut through, you're cutting through and seeing that person as they are, depending on what's going on. And remember that Coyote Spirit is asking that you trust in the divine detours and trust in the divine timing of what has taken you off of your path. There's something that you needed to learn that you haven't learned yet. So you are being put on bed rest. You're being put in the literally on your behind to learn it. And it could be that you have to be so bored that it takes being in bed for a day or two or whatever, a week with the flu, to find a video like this or something like it to help you with seeing things more clearly. The card that I pulled for you from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card deck is the Fire Agate card. Fire Agate deals with vitality, creativity, and protection. It helps heal and amplify the vibrations of the root and sacral chakra. Fire Agate stimulates creativity, brings fiery courage and persistence, and lights the fires of sexuality. It fills you with a zest for living. You have pulled this card because you need more in the body life force energy to help you move through your journey on Earth. Meditate with Fire Agate for a boost in your passion, drive, and vitality. Yeah, a lack of vitality definitely reflected in that card. Rest, self-imposed rest, or prescribed rest, depending. But yeah, trust that whatever detours that come your way, that there was a reason for them. And that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I'm sending you a lot of love. I hope you're well. I hope that this eclipse video has inspired you and brought some information your way. I hope it's going to help you with some guidance or making your decisions more clear, or to at least give you some background information so you can kind of understand what's going on. Because that solar eclipse in the 12th house is a difficult house to predict. It can be secrets. It can be dream space. It can be escapism, where you want to escape, or people escaping from you. Could be that you're spending a lot of money on escapist type things. Whatever it is, it's for a reason. You're doing it for a reason. There are lessons to be learned in everything. I'm sending you so much love. I do hope you're well. I do hope that 2019 treats you better than 2018 did. And I'll see you for the April videos. They'll be up in about 2 weeks' time. Give me some time to do the studying on the astrology, my notes taken, and then so I can record it and get it uploaded for y'all. But it'll be coming out next. I love y'all. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Aquarius.